Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we have another VOD review and today we are reviewing Dasic. Now this is a pretty recent video. It has just come out on the patch, the most recent patch 14.4. I can't actually remember, but it is the 19th of May and that is when it's come out in the EU West. And today we currently have a video from Dasic of him playing in a lobby where essentially everyone knows that Elise is a strong carry at the moment and a lot of people are playing her. We get to see he has an angle to play into it. He eventually scouts the lobby to see that, you know, a lot of the units in the composition are contested, and we get to see what he decides to go, which ends up being none other than an Vexotech Vex comp. Now I know what you're thinking, but yeah, he ends up going it. Okay, so let's get into what the VOD is. So he actually ends up going for Void Swarm, which is quite interesting from that angle if we head back. So he has Void Swarm, Bruiser Crown, and Prismatic Ticket. So probably choose not to take Bruiser Crown as he doesn't have the fiddle items for it. Interesting to not take the Prismatic Ticket, probably because at the start of the game, not a lot of value. Void Swarm probably to help conserve HP and win out some rounds. Probably why he took it actually. So yep, let's see, doesn't choose a movable object. Yep, goes with the Void Spawn. So here we go, he starts off with the Golden Ox Bruiser angle. Looking to buy the Mundo and the Zyra, potentially playing that strategist line, which I believe is also nerfed. Here we go, we come against a Radiance Relict Bruiser and Morgana opener. End up losing to that comp, and we have the 2 Summondo. Wonder if he chooses to buy it to potentially ruin his loss streak, but we'll see. We shall see. He has the Econ on the bench, he opts to buy it. Don't think it makes him all that much stronger, but it definitely helps him save some HP. However, he does come across this weaker board and does end up probably winning that round. Scouting the lobby, seeing all the augments that people have taken. So we have a cape, buried treasure, and upwards mobility. Here we go, okay. Has the Divinity Core angle, as it seems. So you see that guy's got Dynamo unlock, Marksman, another Marksman guy. This guy looking to try and streak because he slammed all those buried treasures items, and his items in general. And obviously because Shiv is just a strong item in general in the early stages of the game. So that guy is definitely looking to win. And he gets another win from this board. Okay, so interesting to see what he picks up here, as he has quite a few tank item options. I wonder if he opts to go down a specific route here. I guess he may have wanted that at least actually, because he just missed out on it. And he takes the bow, fairly flexible in taking it for either line. Okay, he does actually have the fiddle online for now. Choosing to run an executioner angle just to potentially preserve HP. Because he is winning, but I think he loses to this. Is this quality over quantity? Yeah, it's quality over quantity. He is getting absolutely destroyed by that Alistar. Unlucky ton of events. Okay, so he does have a Graves pet in his shop. Wonder if he does take that up or opts to make Econ here. Because it is not looking too hot of a spot for him to be in. Yep, so he ditches the Graves, ditches the Alistar, no Golden Ox angle anymore. And does win out this round to hit the 20 gold threshold. Okay, so overall winning that stage. He does take a peek at the Vexotech, as it seems to be the open line, although there is one person there and someone already does have the Nitro Elise online. This is a red buff, Guard Breaker. Looks, he has the pair of TFs. So I see he has that Morgana being a good item holder for Vex. So we opts to have the guard breaker and red buff on the Morgana. Morgana, good user of the red buff because she does have that spread of her attacks, and guard breaker, solid item all around. She hits, because she does hit multiple targets, so she can get that damage amp value. And it also goes on the Vex later. Okay, opts for replication, and he hits the tier, so yeah, opting in to get that blue buff and potentially play around champion to take blue buff. And as I've kind of already seen ahead, he ends up taking, well, play into that Vex. But either way, you know, if you are playing around these items, I mean, what other carry would you sort of be playing around? Potentially a Yuumi, or yeah, or the Elise. But of course, Elise is contested. This guy has got buried treasure with the item champion dupes, so he's playing into that Elise comp. So I see he does opt to buy that Yuumi, but okay, sells it. And he does get a champ duplicator, so I wonder, does he champ dupe the Gragas to help him with his front line? Or does he just hold it for the time being? So it comes across again this Radiant Shiv Morgana. Looking like a pretty even fight. He might even end up winning this. Okay, no, he doesn't end up winning it. Oh, wait, it's so close. He does end up winning it, very close. Wow. Very, very nice to have. He's now on a 4 streak. So here we go. What do we take? Do we just take a frontline item, perhaps? I guess for the Heart Steel, I mean not Heart Steel, the Steadfast, or the I'm not too sure actually. I'm not too sure where he's going to go. Does he slam it? Does he not? I think he does. Yep, makes a Steadfast. Yep, makes Steadfast, and slams the cloak, hovers the adaptive maybe. Looking like a very close fight, and he loses it. Don't think the adaptive would have won that, but it would have been close. Would have been very close. So let's just fast forward a little bit. Okay, so this guy is very much looking for a fast 9 angle, pushing the levels to try to get to 9 for this late game specialist proc as well. And he also has a Vex, but he does end up beating him. Okay, he gets an Executioner. Oh, and the next is ZZ Rock Portal on this stage. Whew. So looking to play around that Divinical Vexotech. I mean, he's actually also contested by that guy. But he still opts to play into it because he sort of has, I don't think, any other angle into it. Buys the MF for the time being. Surely we can't be playing that for too long. Potentially for this round, and then selling maybe next round after we hit our roll down at 4-2. So let's see if we win this round. Yeah, we still win it out. So you just see how strong this Morgana in the backline is actually chunking things down. As a 1-cost unit too. Angry Shusko weapon. Okay. Really no value from the other augments, but he chooses Share the Spotlight. So he's going to be in a cluster. So we head back to see what it does. Share the Spotlight, gain a Spotlight in the back corner of your board. All units in the Spotlight gain 14% damage amp, 12% omnivamp, and 2 mana per second. So I guess he's just looking for any sort of augment to make his board stronger because he's chosen items, and well, I guess ZZ Rot, you know, kind of does do that too, but looking for anything to boost his board strength. And that was probably the better option of the 2, which were the Attack Speed Blazing Soul one and the Piercing Lotus. Interested as to why he didn't take Piercing Lotus, potentially for the added frontline capabilities of Spotlight, because it can get buffed, so it's not just like straight up damage that he's giving his board, he's giving it just all around sustain. Now he is rolling down into this Vexotech line and flexing into this spot here. Very close fight. Oh, and he ends up winning that fight. Nice. So now we've kind of got what looks to be the final, the makings of a final board, with the 5 Vexotech online looking to 2-star his front line and his back line actually. He hits the 2-star Vex, and I'm sure you should be... Oh! Okay. Interesting. Puts the Hodge on the Vex. Chooses to move around some items. Very interesting. Chooses to put Hodge on Vex instead of the red buff. I wonder why, but maybe we already have the damage amp from the Guard Breaker, so he moves the Guard Breaker onto... the other damage amp onto the Varus, and Varus is probably a better holder of the red buff because he targets multiple people. And then the Hodge, who knows, it could be Hodge diff by the end of the fight, you know, if it comes down to those last few battles. We've got the stacking Omnivamp from Share the Spotlight paired with Hodge, who knows, that could be pretty big. So here we go, we're going against the Elise player with that Shiv. Actually, that's a different Elise player. I mean, it's not the one with the Radiant Shiv. Okay, so we're looking pretty healthy from this spot here, but I don't think he is looking to push for 9 until he hits some of those frontline units 2-starred. Opts to hold the Cho'Gaths just because he can. What frontline item can he make here? Potentially another Steadfast, right, I see. And moves over to the Sejuani because that mod is obviously a 1-star unit. And the Sejuani is the 4 cost, so it's a bit stronger. Here we go, coming against the Strategist Amp board, and he loses to that board. Quite strong. He has the Annie and he has the Samira double Deathblade on her. Interesting. So now this is such an interesting spot because now I think he just opts to lose out because he's fairly healthy from this spot, and I don't think he will roll down, and he actually still beats this guy. So I mean, yeah, that Strategist Amp guy is just looking to be the problem because he is, I think he was the one who's on that streak. Yes, he is the one who's on the streak. So not terribly in danger. However, with more people going out, that could make it easier for him to hit. Well, there we go. He hits the Mordekaiser, which kind of does help out a little bit with his frontline issues. And he's looking to get in the 5 costs to balance out that board. So yeah, probably not opting to roll for that Sejuani. Thinks potentially the 2-star mod is already good enough. But he is holding the Varuses, so maybe looking to hit a 3-star Varus also to cap out his board. Okay, opts for more backline items. I guess because he has that Urgot maybe? Okay, he has the Giant Slayer and the Hyperfangs. Reforge into a Lost Whisper, into a Gunblade, which is actually a very nice Vex item to have, which is quite fortunate. And we end up getting, well, sort of this on Vex, but we do end up losing to this Syndicate board right here, the original Syndicate board of TF and Draven, not the Rapid Fire Zeri one. Okay, hits a 2-star Morgana at 8 roll down, you know, very good odds, you know, 17%. And here we go again against the Elise board that he beat last time. However, I think he has the 3-star Elise this time around, which makes it a bit more scary. However, not scary enough, and we do end up knocking him out. And that secures the top 4 position, and we get our next ZZ Rot portal. And opts to put it on the Mordekaiser for the front line. Yep, holding the steadfast just for the time being to see what items we get. Don't have to put anything that we don't need on. Still rolling on 8 to try and potentially hit this Sejuani. Oh, rolls past the Sejuani. Oh, I guess potentially not the Sej that he was looking for. Oh, he already has a 2-star Sejuani. What am I even talking about? But yeah, he was rolling for the Varus. And he gets the Protected Spell on the Sejuani, which is very nice. Gets all those casts off. Oh, that combo walks all the way up into the main backline. Going against a strategist amp comp. Can we get the dub this time around? Very close again, but this 2-star Samiro pulls it out. Has so much mana from, I think it's mana that it grants from the augment that they chose, the BF sword one, where you have like 5 BFs and it gives mana for it. It's either mana or attack speed, I'm not too sure. Okay, here we go. Positioned correctly for his backline carries. Gets a stun on them. Can we get one more stun off the Sedge? No, we do not. However, I think we pull it off. Oh, it's close, and we managed to get it with the 3-star Varus standing strong. Quick Spotify check, moving on. Alright. Looking like an okay spot. However, I don't see how you get any stronger from here apart from trying to hit level 9. Quality over quantity. Again, another Anima Squad quality over quantity player. I think that's the 3rd VOD in a row where we've seen this comp. And we get the dub by the skin of our teeth. And it's a top 2. So here we go. We're we are entering the ending stages of the game. Let us see what he can pull off. So let's fast forward. Let's see. So who makes that Shiv? Oh, and it's against a Syndicate player. So this just looks like it could be been out for the rest of the game. And it is. Yep, he ends up winning. So there we go. That is that game. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you would like to see any more content, I'd love you to hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another video. Goodbye.